Well, guys, you see all these tools and all this metal stuff I collected. They were in my basement. Some of them were in the garage. Some of them been sitting outside in the rain. So I decided, they look like they should be thrown away. So I figured, why not give it a chance and put them in something and then add vinegar to it. You guys did see my last video of vinegar with the railroad spike. It worked really good, and it was like a day or two I tried them. So I decided to put this here, to put those here in the glass aquarium. It was sitting in the garage. The glass aquarium was sitting in the garage. I think belonged to my kid. He doesn't need it anymore. And add vinegar to it, and basically leave it alone for 8 weeks. And I was out of town. When I came back, I looked at it and I said, okay, let me just leave it a little bit longer. I don't have time to do anything to it. So I left it. So it was about 8 weeks later when I checked it, and you will be surprised what I found when I pulled them out and cleaned them. So watch here and see how I'm doing this. Putting gloves on is a really good idea here, but I kind of really forgot here. But putting gloves on when you clean them is very important, because they do leave this dark thing on your skin that you have to take them off with the soap and water. But gloves are really good to protect your fingers, especially when you're scraping them with a wire brush. So the vinegar is in there. Make sure it covers everything, and let the vinegar do its job. That's all you have to do. Before I put it away in my shed, I decided to throw in a couple of other pieces that I have sitting over there, and I found them and I added them to that, and I put the whole tank inside the shed and covered it. Now this is here about 8 weeks later. The whole thing looks black, it looks foamy. Carefully I moved it outside, and you see that dirt here and all that's floating here. It was not easy to pick up those metals with this, with this grabber. So finally, I used my hands, pulled them out, put them on a tray. First, when I looked at them, I see some shiny part on that the spike. You see the shiny thing? I'm like, okay, maybe it didn't clean the whole thing. But all of them, they look black. I said, okay, maybe it didn't clean them that well. So after I put them down and rinsed them, took the wire brush from Harbor Freight, cheap one, and I brushed the whole thing, and they were really clean. If I would have taken it to my machine with a wire brush on it, they would have probably shined a lot more. So first, what I figured I'd do, I just make sure I pull all of them out carefully, make sure you don't cut your fingers, because you don't know I forgot what I put in there, to be honest. I know I have video from before and pictures 8 weeks ago. There is a screwdriver here. Yeah, make sure nothing is in there, and put the tank aside. Then also you do need soap, dishwasher detergent. They do have something on it that it doesn't come off without soap. So now I have them here. Rinse them first. I have a little nice fire going on there in the back. It was a little cold outside. It was about 80 to 40 degrees outside. So I did a little fire over there to keep myself warm. Wow. Wow. Now you guys heard me say wow. Once you rinse them, after you brush them, you see the difference. So now I got excited now. So that wire brush is really important, and then washing them with soap and water is very important. So if I had the little container with water on it, that probably would have been a good idea. But at the end, I rinsed them all. I'm speeding up here the whole thing because, you know, I don't want you guys to watch 20 minutes of me just cleaning this. So you guys get an idea you guys get the idea how this works. And this is the one that was really, really, really rusty. I didn't think, look at it. It came back almost like new. And it does say on it, whatever the brand is on it and everything too. It did have the brand and everything on it. I think it's Craftsman and Stanley. I think one of them was Stanley.
It's Craftsman. Stanley.
This is cool. I even cleaned the top here. Look at that. Everything, the whole rust and everything came off. Like I said, if I would take it to my machine downstairs with a brush on it, and I could probably just shine them more. They look good, but one thing that you have to do after you clean them, you have to make sure you oil it. You put something on it, otherwise it will rust again. I did learn that because I have 2 pieces of metal that I had just a few days ago, and one of them I didn't put any oil on it. Crude oil will work, WD-40 will work, any oil, and that will keep them from getting rusty again. One thing that I learned, that if you want to soak them in any container,
Success or what?
make sure that container is nothing that you really want to use again to cook with or anything, because the metal leaves a line inside the container, the glass container. I could not get it off, but I came up with a cool idea to make something cool. I have a new video, hopefully I can do it in about 4 weeks, because I'm doing something cool, and I will show it to you guys in my future videos, and I'm coming up with an idea. So that glass aquarium that is sitting there, I'm gonna use it for that, and it's going to be really cool. So please subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments, please leave your comments, and if you see the like button, please push the like button. And thank you guys for watching.